gentlemen, your host for tonight's show.
Here, I'll break it over your. I'll break it over your head.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You're a real crumb bum.
Welcome to the Crumb Show. I'm Fats Ciccarella, Jesse Marchese, Chris Reynolds, and Jerry Joe Pesci.
Here at the Crumb Show, we like to get into the crumb side of things. We're all crumb dirtbags anyway, so let's just laugh about it and have a good time. What are you going to do?
Forget about it.
Right?
Yep.
So what's happening with your crumbs? You got anything funny to say, or are we just going to jump right on Chris's poll?
Dude, I don't know. It's fucking scorching outside, so let's do it.
Yeah, it's pretty hot. I can smell you from here.
Jeez. No, I got Dove deodorant on. I just switched after so many
You
years.
don't got it on your balls.
No. From under.
Ladies or men?
Men's. I do use ladies' degree, though. That's my secret.
Ladies degree.
Ladies' degree.
No, secret is another lady.
Yeah, but if you buy ladies' degree, it smells nice and sweet.
Tough enough for a man.
I smell like
made
candy.
for a woman.
Yeah. But I recently got put on to Dove
Yeah.
from a little podcast called Are You Garbage? Kippy said it on there.
Ladies Dove.
And no, like men's Dove.
Men's Dove is the shit.
It smells so. You want to whiff?
Nah.
Smells great, dude.
Okay.
It's fucking awesome.
Okay, I'm with it. I like Dove body wash.
Yeah. I got to watch with body washes and stuff. My old lady's allergic to everything.
So you got to have certain kinds. Okay.
Yeah. I love Senate detergents and I can't use none of that. None of that.
All natural shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just can't use cheap shit like Suave and
Yeah.
shit like
Pert.
that. Right.
White Rain. Remember White Rain? You get that at the dollar store.
But
Yes, I do.
it gets tiring to me
What?
that
What gets
fucking
tired?
July
Lord.
and August. People, it's hot out. No fucking shit. It's summertime.
There you go.
Yeah, but it's ungodly hot.
No, it's summertime.
Yeah, like I don't mind summertime if it's like if it gets up to like 85, even 90. Once you get past 90
Yeah, but
and humid,
how long you lived here?
That's when it's oppressive.
it's just like
It's oppressive here.
disgusting. You know, let me take that back. If I didn't have to work in it, I probably wouldn't mind it. But working in it and then it just tires you out, dude, and makes you in a bad fucking mood.
Well, thank God for the California wildfires, because that kind of, or the Canadians. Wildfires, it kind of blocked the sun out on us a lot of these
A lot
days.
of
Yeah.
hot days.
Yeah.
But you know what's weird though? Like maybe, and this is totally off the subject and not gonna read all, but did anybody see any fucking fireflies or lightning bugs or anything?
One landed on my arm yesterday.
Yeah.
Because I was like weird. I'm like, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, but remember when you're little, especially in July, the whole you would see a million lightning bugs. I mean, you go out catch them, there'd be a million. You know, you'll just see like one, thousands of feet, maybe another one.
How many fields do you go in?
But that's what I'm saying. When I was little, if you were in one backyard, they would be everywhere. They're everywhere. You can catch a million of them. Now you'll be lucky to catch one.
He said he just caught one.
That's what I'm saying. But there's like there used to be millions of them back in the day.
Well, maybe it's a certain time of year, a certain temperature.
July!
humidity, and maybe it'll all rise up at one time.
Maybe.
Come and kill your ass.
Or kangaroos are really eating lightning bugs.
But no, seriously,
You know
it's-
it is coming back. The cicadas
heard
are
'em.
back this year.
I heard.
Is it like what every 37 years, something like that?
17. I
17
found two
years.
of them in my yard already.
I heard you hear the
So last time there were cicadas was 17 years ago.
That particular brood.
I don't believe that.
Fuck you.
I don't. That's ridiculous. What the hell happens to it for 17 years? And,
Burrow in the ground.
and they can live underground without eating or anything for
they
17
lay
years.
dormant.
For 17 years.
They basically shut the
That
body
makes
down.
no. That's
It's fucking nature,
They have them
dude.
big ass like hornet looking bees, dude.
yeah. I know what they are, but like
Cicada killers that go
I
on
just
the
think
ground and
they must like the birds. Do they fly south? They do it somewhere else. They don't. 17 years.
They have. You don't think there's fucking video of them burrowing out of the ground?
Yeah, but maybe for like a day or two. No, nothing's living for 17 days without food and water.
It's 17 years.
17 years to me. Nothing's doing that. Nothing's living for 17 days without food and water.
There's a thing on the internet called "Nature is fucking lit."
How long do bears hibernate for?
A couple of months.
Yeah, that's why they.
Yeah,
all
but
that
they
fat.
eat a lot before they go in.
Yeah.
Cicadas ain't eating like that.
A cicada's not a bear,
Yeah, it's a small little ugly insect.
right?
Yeah.
But anyway,
Dude, 17 fucking years. Haley's Comet. No, that's 70-some years.
It doesn't. That's apples and oranges. What the fuck does that got to do with shit?
I was going to say Haley's
Comet is
Comet would be back
70.
before it comes back again. I was going to make a comparison.
76 years.
76 years. And I don't believe that shit either.
Jesus fucking Christ with you, dude, not believing shit.
Yeah, give it.
Because it's ridiculous, dude. Like,
How is it ridiculous when somebody said, oh, look, there's Haley's Comet, and then 76 years later, they're like, oh, look, there's Haley's Comet.
so that's the same comet that it was 76 years ago.
Yep, it was the
It's just
same.
making a
Bullshit,
fucking circle.
dude.
It's the same person.
What if it was? How are you going to know if it was a different comet? You're not going to know.
They know by the length of the tail.
What if it was the same exact length?
They know.
Just like there's twins. What if it was twin comics? You don't know.
They know by the
How though? How?
by the trajectory.
These fucking scientists.
can
man.
see-
People better look into these
Dude,
scientists.
they can see damn near other galaxies with these microscopes, or not microscopes.
Yeah, that's what they tell you.
The James Webb Telescope.
telescopes.
They tell you, dude. If I came in here if you didn't know me, right, and it was just you three on the podcast, and I just walked through that door all of a sudden, I had like a white lab coat on and glasses and clipboard,
wanna
and I just
see
started
your
saying
age.
stuff, you would believe everything I said to you.
No, I wouldn't.
No, I would definitely.
You guys believe all this other bullshit they're telling you? 17 years of bug lays in the ground. Get the
Not
fuck
if
out of
you
here.
came in here. If a nerd came in here and was like, well, actually, I'd be like, oh, shit, okay. Okay, son.
But 17 years.
All right,
man, what do
let's,
I don't believe it. I don't, because even if it did go underground for 17 years,
all right.
something in the ground would eat it.
Contrary to popular misconception, periodical cicadas don't spend their years underground in hibernation. Rather, they are conscious and active in their wingless nymph forms, excavating tunnels and feeding on the sap from tree roots.
Now that makes sense. So they were lying to me all these years.
They only appear every 17 years. Nobody said they were dead.
That's what they tell you. They want to tell you that they're not eating or anything. When did you ever hear that before? That they're actually doing stuff and eating?
I thought they were laying there dead. I
Right.
didn't think they were turning.
And all of a sudden they would
else.
come back like Jesus.
Living a whole
And I
life.
just went with what you said, so I was wrong.
That's what happens, though. This is what I'm trying to explain. You guys do this shit all the time with scientists. You just follow the lead, dude. That's why
Yeah,
I'm
you
against
think-
it.
You think the cicadas are like, man, I'm going to be 17 and I can't wait to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, dude. Imagine you're underground for 17 years.
Tired of burrowing around
Yeah,
this
it's like
shit.
It's like
Licking
a-
tree sap.
They gotta be blind, right?
Why?
Because if you're under the ground for 17 years, you come out, that sun's gonna kill you, dude.
They're not underground now.
Yeah, they are.
Discuss that.
They
they're
ain't
underground.
hanging lights.
They're
They
underground.
ain't-
Yeah,
no, they just said
That's
they
where the
burrow
lightning
tunnels, but
bugs
they,
go.
and they drink tree sap, but they still like.
no.
Get from the roots.
Yeah, from the roots. They're not coming out. They go under. They stay under, but they're
They
eating
don't come
stuff.
out.
No.
Nah, they come out to kidnap the lightning bugs and bring
That's
them
where the
down
fucking
there.
lightning bugs
If they
are.
come out, that's their, it's his lifestyle or her lifestyle. It's their choice. Hey,
Okay.
no, nothing. There.
Anyway, it's summertime. It's fucking July, almost August, and people are surprised. Oh, it's hot out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
Just
Every
like-
year of our life, and it's the damn same shit
Would
every
you
day. It's
rather-
not the heat; it's the humidity.
Would you rather be hot or cold?
Cold.
hot?
I'd rather be hot too.
I'd rather be hot. I hate the cold. Hate it.
I hate the cold too, but I'd rather be cold.
I hate shivering.
But
it's
this
the
is
worst
the thing.
feeling.
But you can
on
get
earth.
warm real quick.
But you can always find a way to get warm.
Yeah.
Once you're hot,
Find some cheeks.
you're hot. If you ain't got no air conditioner, no fan or none of that shit,
We all have.
Yeah.
you're hot. If you're cold, you can build a fire, get warm.
You have air conditioning in your crib?
Layer the fuck up.
In the living room area.
Yeah,
I don't
Imagine
know.
if you had air
But if
conditioning.
there's
I prefer the hot because I worked basically outside in a factory for a long time, and being cold when it gets real cold, like when I shovel snow and shit, my hands
Yeah.
are so cold they hurt.
Yeah.
Like they almost get frozen. I have to go put them under fucking cold water just to warm them up.
But you turn the air conditioning on. You take off some clothes.
Yeah.
Look,
But if you don't,
you're looking a little warm.
Gotta get a
why don't you
fire.
take why don't you take your shirt?
but if you can't afford air conditioning, you're fucked in the summer. Then, you know what I mean? I remember.
You know what? I don't have air conditioning in my bedroom. I open the.
You don't have
fucking
air conditioning in your
window.
bedroom?
No, I hate it.
Oh my god, dude!
Because-
Open the window.
That
What
is
is the fuck-
ridiculous.
what
There's
is
no air coming through the window on
He's
days like today.
Fucking somebody's grandpa.
I'll tell you what. What's
All
the
your
fucking point
Werther's
of?
originals are
I said I
melted.
fucking hate the cold. I'm gonna fucking make the room cold.
Dude, you got to be sticking to your sheets when you wake up in the morning. Dude, I remember living at my grandma's when I was little. No air conditioning on the 3rd floor on Erie Street.
You're crazy as shit.
Hot as
sleeping
balls.
With the windows open down in your neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've been down there. I'd rather sweat my balls
Hey,
off all night.
You better put bars on your window.
Than risk my fucking life.
You better be packing some heat, son.
They already know he ain't got nothing to do.
That's true.
They just
Alright.
practicing.
So,
Anyway,
anyway, Chris, our social media manager, has been putting out Mount Rushmore polls. That's his thing now.
it's my thing.
So, we're going to get into the comics. Go ahead, Chris. You explain it.
Well, we did Mount Rushmore first. One we did was greatest American rock bands, but now we're gonna get it even more convoluted and crazy, and we're gonna do the Mount Rushmore.
Why don't you just call it Chris Moore? Because you're going to just say what you want to say, and you're going to talk,
You know what?
just like you did the rock one.
I kind of like where you're going with that.
Yeah, might as well just say Chris Moore.
Because at the end of the day, we had 16. We had more than 16. We had 16 comments on the one and 8 on the other one. You do the math. I'm not fucking good at that, man.
24.
Yeah, 24
I'm smart.
comments.
And what was this one here?
The
Comedian?
Mount Rushmore
Yeah,
of
Mount
comics.
Rushmore comics. So
But everybody doesn't understand the Mount Rushmore concept.
Mount Rushmore are 4 greatest presidents, at least of that time.
Yeah.
And at the time they put these carved out the stone and put their faces on
Everybody
there.
knows what Mount Rushmore is.
No, I don't think they do.
I don't think
That's
they do
why we're
either.
explaining.
Well, there's only 4 on there.
There's 4 faces on that mountain. So when I say I want to do a Mount Rushmore of this, Mount Rushmore of that, it's
4.
Yeah.
4, and you could put 1, you could put 2, 3, 4, and you could even put 5 or 6 if you really
Don't you
want.
put 5 or 6?
Yeah. Yeah. They just went back on what you just said.
Strictly-
You just said something and went right back on.
Well, I mean, I don't want to stifle people. If
well,
they really-
stifle them.
Strictly
Nah.
80s Joe.
Relax.
Strictly 80s Joe, man.
So
We love
anyway,
your lists.
Right.
Thanks for commenting.
But
We love
4 or 1.
Well, the 3 of us love your list. Chris thinks if you put more than 4, you're a piece of shit. So that's on him.
And it
we
doesn't-
love your list.
And it doesn't matter what you say if you do respond, because Chris is just going to say your list sucks and tell you what's wrong with it and why your list is wrong. And he's going to say Chris Moore's. Yeah. That.
Chris, what? What did you say?
Chris Moore's Mount Chris.
Did you just Mitch McConnell us?
I don't know who Mitch McConnell is.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Mitch McConnell. It sounds familiar. I might know who he is.
Next up on our Mount Rushmore series, we want to know your Mount Rushmore of comedians. This is going to be tough. I'm thinking 1 female and 1 for male. I mean, comics are comics, but let's make it fair.
And I'm not trying to be woke or nothing. But,
Nah.
just check.
Just name whoever. Just name whoever. Funny's funny. It
Because,
doesn't
well,
fucking matter.
but let's be honest though. Anytime you ever say a Mount Rushmore of comics, not one woman will be ever mentioned.
Well, that's
Well, that's up to
opinion.
you.
I mean, that's not.
There's some really funny chicks out there, dude.
But if I throw the idea out there to say, hey, maybe throw some women in there, maybe people would think.
Well,
Like Joan Rivers, like I said, Joan Rivers is fucking
what it breaks down to is,
beast.
I think women are funny. I think it's ridiculous people say women ain't funny.
Right.
Women comics have been at the forefront. Lucille Ball,
Yeah.
I don't know if she's a stand-up. Mary Tyler Moore, I don't know if she was a stand-up.
They could have been, though.
Fucking Joan Rivers,
Right.
she was
There's some killer females right now.
ever.
Man.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Sarah Silverman.
Yeah, but the thing I'm getting at is, as funny as all these women are, I guess nobody's putting them in the greatest list.
Yeah, because when you say the greatest list, it doesn't matter if a female gets in there, a female gets in. If a male, it could be 4 females. It's your list. Who cares?
But I guarantee, but not one. Like I guarantee, nobody would say female.
Well, yeah, I'm looking.
Joan
at
I
this.
disagree with that.
If you said Joan Rivers, nobody'd argue.
I think,
Right,
especially if you
nobody-
like our older fans that've been around and know like
Yeah,
people.
but
like you.
nobody did until I said make a women's list.
Roseanne.
Roseanne is one of my favorites all the time. Definitely.
She's fucking goofy as shit.
Now she
though.
is, but when I'm talking about her younger days, she was great. She's losing her fucking mind right now. But I'm not going to take away from what she was at one time. One of the greatest goddamn TV shows of all time.
Since we're talking about chicks, I'll jump ahead on the thing. Our man Jeremy Hupsher.
Shout
Shout out local legend Jeremy Hupsher. He said Miss Pat.
Miss Pat's fucking great.
And he said, so I'll mention the funniest female comic I've ever seen. Miss Pat.
Miss
is
Pat
one
is
funny
great.
bitch. I will back that up.
Yeah.
Miss Pat is
And she's a
gut laugh-
G.
gut laughing from
Yeah.
beginning to end, no doubt.
She was just on something burning.
Yeah, but
Deshaun Baines. Beans.
Beans.
He said Monique is one of his other favorites. I remember her being funny back in the
Yeah.
Monique is.
Wait, she's that big broad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and-
she's
and
funny.
He
I think Miss Pat's funnier than her.
he put Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers, yeah, definitely.
Deshaun did. Alan Knox.
Shout out Alan.
He put Kristen Wiig. I don't know if she's stand up.
I don't know her.
I don't know if she did stand up, but I think you do kind of stand up on Saturday Night Live.
Will Ferrell didn't.
True. He never did stand up.
Nah, he was that California improv group,
That's where he came from?
Improv, right?
Yeah.
Will Ferrell's funny as shit.
the Groundlings, I think it's called. Second Cities in Chicago.
I don't know Kristen Wiig.
Kristen Wiig. You don't know Kristen Wiig?
I don't think so.
You would know her if you saw it.
Yeah, she was in Bridesmaids.
That's Melissa McCarthy.
There was like 6 chicks in it.
I thought,
That was
Same
kind of a bad
movie,
example.
bro.
yeah. I like when she
She
shit
was
in
the
the sink.
goofy bitch in Anchorman.
When she shits in the sink, it's fucking great.
The goofy bitch in Anchorman.
That's Christina Applegate.
that fell in love with Steve Carell.
Can't remember.
All this you could pull
Don't
a
matter.
picture of.
I'm not doing it.
Okay.
All right, Alan Knox, Kristen Wiig, Joan Rivers, Monique, Sarah Silverman. Sarah
Silverman, definitely
funny as shit.
Yeah, I love her.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Well, no, you can sit here and name every one of them, but how many of them 4 deserve to be on a Mount Rushmore? That's what we were getting at. You know what I mean? So you got to go through all these people. Like consensus is saying Joan Rivers is already up there, chiseled in stone.
Yeah,
Now-
so
Because as far as
now
stand
we
up,
got to come up with 3 more,
I can never
and
remember. her
that
name.
leaves a lot of people off.
What, stand-up chick?
Yeah, from Sanford and Son.
LaWanda Page.
Yeah, yeah. There, boom. Like
She was
that,
funny.
it's
Was she a
sad-
stand-up, though?
Yeah, she has like a
Or
whole
that, yeah.
album, hilarious. But the problem is, she's like, it's not. She's not. I don't know if she's popular enough as a stand-up.
Yeah, like I would never know her name. I just know she's the chick on
I
Sanford and
knew
Son.
it, and I forget.
I'm glad you brought her up though. That makes me want to stick your face in cookie dough and make a gorilla. Big dummy.
Old fish-eyed fool.
Great fucking show,
Yeah,
man.
hold on,
Sanford and Son was fucking great,
Stop
dude.
for a second. How funny is you, old fish-eyed fool? That shit is funny as shit. Did you know there was a Grady TV show for like a season or a half a season?
I think I do remember
Remember
that.
some.
I think I do remember years ago.
I think Dwayne was on it from What's Happening. I did a deep dive on What's Happening.
Hey.
Yeah. Shall we get it? We'll save it for another episode.
Yeah.
But
All right. Yeah, they're the only chicks up on this bitch.
Nobody
No,
else did
no
anybody
pun.
else different?
No pun intended. We named all the bitches.
I mean, what about
Brett Butler,
and but like we were talking about comedians
Vicki Lawrence.
and not comedic actors.
Oh, what's her
Yeah.
name? Lisa Lampanelli.
Comedic actors and comedians.
She's
like,
a comedian.
Yeah. Is she on your list?
She's not on my list, but she's just. I thought we were just talking about female comics.
Yeah.
Oh,
retired,
we're doing
though.
a female Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, Lisa
or a female
Lampanelli.
Chrismore.
Retired. She could be on it if that's your thing.
I thought she was hilarious.
But none of these chicks that we're naming, except for Joan Rivers, on an actual Mount Rushmore, she's the only one that.
of comedians, not
Yeah.
comedian actors.
Yeah, you've made that aware.
I
Chris,
want to make
every
sure
fucking
that
time.
I want to make sure that the people understand.
They already made the fucking post.
Yeah.
What do they need to
Say it one more
understand?
time, a little bit slower next time.
Yeah, dude.
Tiffany Haddish.
Comedians.
If you're listening
Yeah,
on Spotify,
not comedic
move your speed up a
actors.
little bit.
All these are funny chicks, but like Joan Rivers was a comic when it was hard to be a woman's comic. I did hear some shit she said back in the day. She would do her set, and then she would say, "My name's Joan Rivers. I put out.
How about
Give me work. I'll fuck."
Yeah, she was dirty as shit.
Betty White?
Was she a comic, Chris? I don't know.
thinking she was.
I don't think she was. I think she was just an actress that was funny.
Yeah, she wasn't a comic. I don't think. Well, you know what? I think I'm recalling something. I heard that she was a stand-up at one time.
Well, she's not known for it.
Nah,
True.
definitely not. And was she really that funny?
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it. She was funny, but was she hilarious funny?
I haven't heard nothing about her in a while.
She was more funny in real life.
Want to go dig her up?
Yeah, don't disrespect Betty.
Yeah, that's
But like, I mean, come on. Golden
Over the
Girls. She was in
line.
Golden Girls, but like, she's just fucking famous because she lived to be 1,000 years old. Let's face it.
Well, everybody loved her, dude. Everybody that's around now.
Yeah,
that's
but like, what
older
made
than
her
30.
great? Well, let's dive into this real quick. What
hold
made
on.
her so fucking great?
I was saying that, but then you just had to start talking.
Right.
Okay, so let's work on that.
Like I put her in the list
Okay.
with Queen Elizabeth.
Okay. I was starting to tell you this, and then you started talking, so let's work on that.
Okay. I don't think it's gonna make sense though. Okay.
Nah, everybody that's like over 30 nowadays grew up watching
Golden Girls. Right.
She's the only one alive. She was in Lake Placid, killed it. Probably in a couple other things. I think she was on some TV shows like a few years back. Right
Mary
before she
Tyler
died.
Moore, I believe, was on too.
Yeah, well, I don't think she really blew up. Yeah, she was on one of them joints.
One of them.
I don't think well, for our generation don't really know Mary Tyler Moore. That came on when I was real little on reruns.
I don't know.
But then
I'm
I'm
just
not
not seeing it.
And everybody's like, oh, Betty White, so cute. She's everybody's.
Save
That's
Oh.
what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's so cute. Look, Golden Girls is a great show. I watched it,
Yeah, she was funny on there.
but she was like the dumb broad out of the 3-4 broads, right?
And what's wrong with being the dumb broad out of 4
Nothing.
people?
But other than that, look, I'm 46. She's not standing out to nothing anymore.
All right.
Nothing else standing out.
Well-
Besides living a long age. Yeah, no disrespect, but like, I don't. It's like the respect the Queen of England
You're
got.
pissing
Like,
a lot of people.
fuck the
off,
Queen of
but
England.
So anyway,
She don't have no power.
So anyway, we'll leave Betty White up in
I
the
never
air.
really wanted
No.
to say-
No, she's not a comic.
She's a national fucking treasure. That's what she is.
And a piece of ass. She was noted for her vast television appearances, acting in sitcoms, sketch comedy, and game shows.
I would
No
say
fucking
sitcom.
comics. Somebody Google.
Sitcom.
So many people asked what were Betty White's last words before she died.
I wonder what they were.
Betty White's last words were a call for her late husband, friend Vicki Lawrence reveals. Vicki Lawrence, who was Maud.
And
No.
No,
Mama.
They
B.
came
Arthur.
from there. Vicki Lawrence was
Mama.
Mama. Who was Maud?
B. Arthur.
B. Arthur. And then there's Maud. Betty White died at the age of 99 at her home on New Year's
Damn,
Eve.
one more year, she would have did it.
Like 3 weeks, dude.
Jeez. Guess she didn't want it hard enough.
Betty White's last
Jesus.
Betty White's last word was Alan.
Who's Alan?
Dude, what if she said alien?
What if she was saying that?
That's what I just fucking
Oh,
said.
I thought you said, what if she said alien instead of alien? I thought you said, instead
what
of
people
saying
do.
that. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. You might be right now.
So anyway,
Or what if they're just telling us it was alien and she did say alien?
What if she knew the government was going to start disclosing shit, and they
Dude, I wouldn't put it past the government.
we'll get back to the alien thing.
yeah. Okay, let's get back to our Facebook.
So
page.
anyway,
Chris is
so
getting
we're not gonna
irritated.
because okay, we're pointing out everybody not on the Mount Rushmore. So who's going on the Mount Rushmore?
We don't know. We didn't go through the list.
I just think it's wrong that we're doing female male. I think we should do it all together. And if a female makes it, if not, tough shit. If a
Fine.
male makes it, tough
So
shit.
we're gonna throw Joan Rivers up on the.
Okay, this is Chris's Mount Rushmore.
We're gonna if we're doing that,
Okay,
then we're
Is
gonna.
she on yours?
If I have, if we're
let's hear yours.
Aren't we doing?
If we're
like we
mixing
did
it up-
before? Aren't we doing like we did with the
what?
like we did with the rock one? Like you name yours, I'll name mine. Are we
Right,
doing
right.
that?
Do we do that?
Yeah, we did that. But then you fucking told him we can't have this one, and then you went back. Like I said, Metallica, you can't have Metallica, and then you changed it. Oh, Metallica's on my list now.
Man.
You fucking cocksucker.
Well, we can't come up with 4. We're not coming up with 4.
All right. Well,
Not like
You
we're
can't come up
making
for
it.
comedians?
I'm just saying, like, are we coming up with one uniform when, like, this is the Crumb show for?
yes, like that's what we did last time. But it was
we
but
did
it was my
Chris's last
decision.
time.
Yeah, I don't remember voting
Well,
on that.
because I am the social media manager who came
so
up
you
with the
control
idea.
it.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying I control it. I'm just saying it's
Well, it's
what I say
generally-
goes.
yeah, it's going to be Chris's opinion. So
Yeah.
And
Roses.
so if we're gonna do so,
I say Joan Rivers. Who do you vote for?
Joan Rivers.
You have to come
all
up
right.
with your own. I already said Joan Rivers.
Jerry Seinfeld.
okay, so let's go down
Woman.
the list, and this is everybody's personal opinion. Don't be getting mad at anybody. If you want to get mad at somebody, if you see Chris, you see him in the street,
Yeah, just spit on him.
call him a piece of shit, punch him in the face.
Spit on him.
Say, fuck your Mount Rushmore.
Mount Chrismore.
Not Chris Moore.
Okay. But we're going to start off with our man from up Soul Joel's open mic. He does it all over the place. Comedy combat training, Mr. Jay Burrell. Shout out.
Jay.
His is Murphy, Lawrence, Martin Lawrence,
Right. Martin is a great show.
Sinbad, and his favorite ever is Chris. And he put an emoji of a rock.
Right.
So you don't think it's you.
Oh man,
Arrogant son of a bitch.
this is what I forget. I always forget people, man. Damn,
I'm
They
Sinbad's
are all-
out already.
dude.
Of
You know
your-
what? It's funny about
for your
Sinbad.
list.
Let's talk about Sinbad real quick.
What is
Dude,
Mandela
no.
effect on this?
What that there was
Shazam
no
movie?
there's no Sinbad
No,
movie or whatever.
like he's a funny dude, right? And I just thought he was just like your basic average comedian. Yo, he gets a lot of respect, dude.
Dude,
A lot of people love Sinbad, man. Like, love that motherfucker. And I heard he kills. When you go to see him in little shows, he fucking destroys.
and he's clean. You know how hard
he
it is
is,
to be funny
yeah.
and clean? Really hard.
Hard.
But I never thought he was, like, he's funny. I'm not saying he's not funny, but like I didn't know people like famous comedians.
I'm not saying he's not funny. I'm just saying if Mount Rushmore, he is not.
Yeah, I don't have him on Mount Rushmore either. I'm not telling you anything.
Right.
Martin
I mean,
Lawrence. I forgot all about
Martin Lawrence is still not Mount Rushmore, but
Man.
I've seen.
I don't know.
I've seen every episode of Martin. Like
I can't
5
do a
times.
Mount Rushmore because it's gonna
10
have
times.
35 people on there.
And it's a Mount Fatsmore.
But Eddie Murphy, he's in
Eddie
the
Murphy.
running.
Game changer.
Eddie
Game
Murphy.
changer.
Eddie Murphy's on there.
I mean, I put because even above Pryor.
What? Now you're. Jesus Christ! You must be smoking crack or something over there.
He's
No way,
automatically.
dude.
Pryor.
Come on. If there's no Pryor, there's no Eddie Murphy.
That doesn't mean anything.
It means the world.
Because like some of the people on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, I don't think comedies really like that. Like you could say that with music.
No, you
I don't
absolutely
think
can say that about
comics really
comics.
like that. Nah.
Somebody's got to open the gate for another comic to do that to say it was okay. You know what I mean?
To say what was okay.
Say the same thing.
Oh, yeah,
about,
'cause then-
Red Fox.
Yeah, because he wasn't the first. Like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, never mind.
Lenny Bruce is the guy
Right,
that did
yeah.
that shit.
But like with the TV, he got popular on. He was a stand-up comic that was successful on TV.
Who are you talking about?
Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
And a huge movie star.
Well, so was
Huge.
Pryor.
Pryor was a movie star, but there was like a
Some of my favorite movies as a kid was Pryor was in it, man.
Right, with all the Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor movies.
Yeah. How about the toy?
The Toy
Brewster's
was a great
Million?
movie, Brewster's Millions. They were good, but they're
You
like,
ever See No Evil, whatever that was called?
yeah, that's the Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is those movies
Great movies.
Yeah.
those movies aren't known now though. But Eddie Murphy movies,
Dude, how racist was Toy?
that was terrible.
That was.
I
also
love that
10,
movie
20
so much when I was
years
little.
after.
When you watch it now, you feel bad watching it, dude. Like, that is
Nah.
so racist.
No, it's not. I don't feel bad watching
Of
it.
course you don't think it's not. Of course
It's
not.
a movie. What are you gonna do?
But, dude, it's
made
Which
money.
movie with
Toy.
Richard Pryor?
Yeah.
Man, that's my shit.
And I loved it. But I feel bad now.
You ass.
Jump back.
But don't make it. Don't make it. Don't make
It is. It's a totally racist movie, dude. Think about it. He buys the dude for his son.
Hold on. Eddie Murphy was fucking 19 when Delirious came out.
Holy shit.
19.
Wow.
He was born in
I didn't know
61
that.
and that came out in 83. Oh, no, that's 22.
He was born in 61?
Still.
I thought he was
But
a lot
they
older.
probably
than that.
filmed it a year or so before we saw it, so.
But I mean, those movies in the 80s, Beverly Hills.
19? Wow.
Yeah, they're redoing that. Like
Wait.
another one. I can't
Not a
wait for
redo
that.
though.
How old
Right,
is
a
he?
continue.
How old is Eddie Murphy right
Thank
now?
God. He's got to be up there. But
So
Eddie's definitely up.
Man, he was young then. Oh, I didn't know. I thought he was like in his 30s and 40s back then.
In '82, he made his big screen debut. In '82, he was 20 fucking one.
82. I was 5 years old.
I took my grandpa to see Raw in the movie theaters.
Right.
Ooh, baby. Good grandpa, man.
What'd your grandpa say? He didn't enjoy it.
He sat there and looked at his
I
watch.
bet.
He looked at his watch 100 times.
I'm surprised he didn't make it leave.
Then when we left, it was right here, it was 87. I was 13.
Yeah, you were young.
12.
Because I was, no, you would be younger than 87? Yeah, I was 10.
12. I was 12. When I was either 12 or 13. I think I was 12 when I went and seen this. But then he was like, I said, how'd you like it, Pop? Too much damn swearing for me.
Man, he said the same thing at Harlem Night.
Yeah, if he didn't like it.
And I was like, I seen you laughing. Because that was his time period type shit.
But Eddie Murphy, man, he brought up a lot of people.
You might be
I feel
right
like-
about that now. I'm swaying your way now.
I feel like he
Even though I
brought Martin
fucking hate
Lawrence.
doing that.
Maybe not, but without Eddie Murphy, there wouldn't be maybe a Martin Lawrence or a,
Nah, they were nah. I don't think comedy's like that.
yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
starting
not
to believe
get-
you
They're all
guys.
funny in their own way, and they're not.
That kills me.
It's not like the grunge scene.
So out of Jay Burrell's,
The Melvin spawned Nirvana.
we're only on the first comment here. Out of Jay Burrell's, I'm going to take Eddie out of all those.
Yeah, Murphy. But Chris Rock though.
I know. How can you take Chris Rock out of that?
Because I
How?
did.
But how?
Because you're
Very
leaving.
That
good.
dude's a
I
fucking
said-
legend, man.
You're also leaving a bunch of people off. Now you got to say, are you keeping Chris Rock or Richard Pryor?
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
I mean,
Rock
yeah,
is
you
fucking
keep
one of
it-
my favorites.
Well, it don't
dude.
matter.
Chris Rock or Dave Chappelle?
This is Jay Burrell's
Yeah,
for.
that's what
Yeah.
I said. That's his Ford. That's
Mount
his
Rushmore.
personal Mount
So
Rushmore.
it's fine.
But
you-
but I'm going to take.
You don't have the
One out
right
of
to
there.
touch it.
Yeah.
You want to put him on? You want to put it on your Mount Rushmore? You do that independently of Jay Burrell's choice.
Damn,
This
son.
is true.
I don't think you get
Damn,
the
son.
concept here,
Moving
son.
on. I'm controlling
My
the fucking
fucking-
poll now. I'm controlling
Damn,
the
son. He
poll.
took your coal.
And
Yeah,
up
take
next,
the whole thing.
Up next, we got this character, Alan Knox.
Alan Knox. Do we know Alan Knox?
Yeah, he's a good dude.
He's all
That
right.
sounds so familiar. Do I know
Good
him?
guy.
Yeah, he's a crazy cat.
Crazy cat. What's Alan Knox's list?
He's got a very respectable list.
Let me hear it.
Norm Macdonald,
Nice.
Gilbert Gottfried,
Nice.
Patrice,
Nice.
and Bob.
Bob Kelly?
Saget. Maybe he's going Saget, I think.
Who the
there.
fuck is Bob?
Bob Kelly, I think.
He ain't Bob Kelly.
Was he
Bob
talking
Kelly's
about tree
fucking
board?
funny.
His
Love Bob Kelly.
Maybe.
That's got to be Bob Saget, right?
You gave that one a like. You gave that one a thumbs up. Oh, Jeremy Hupsher. Alan Knox also came in and said Robin,
Robin.
George, Rodney, and Red.
Oh, well, Robin.
That's
what's
a more respectable list.
Robin Williams.
I haven't heard nothing from him. What happened to that guy? It's pretty funny.
Robin? Who's
He's hanging around somewhere.
Oh, Rodney Dangerfield's definitely on. Rodney Dangerfield's up there.
He's on my.
Oh yeah, Rodney.
Yeah.
And Robin Williams is definitely
Yeah, I don't have him on my list. I don't think he's that funny.
what?
Yeah. I think he's funny, but he's not one of my favorites.
There was a weird movie he was in. It was not a comedy. The World According to Garp, and
that
John
was the
Lithgow was in it. He was a former Philadelphia Eagle. That's the only reason I remember his character had a transvestite. But whatever.
I remember that movie because wasn't there two brothers? Didn't he have two little boys?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were like near the ocean, and one of them got sucked out by the riptide or the undercurrent or something. We went down the fucking beach the next couple days after that. Stuck in my head. 40 years later, still scared.
But Robin Williams definitely up there.
Robin Williams, yeah, he was funny. I don't think he didn't write a lot of his own jokes.
Oh,
And
really?
he didn't have a lot of jokes. I think he was just like a whirlwind. You know what I mean?
What's the movie where he was like he was just
I mean,
like
it's
a
okay.
lady?
It's definitely okay.
Yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire can suck my dick.
I personally think if
Hate that
you have a
fucking
little help
movie.
writing, somebody writes a couple
Piece
of your
of
jokes.
shit.
Jumanji was
not a
good
weird
movie.
thing.
Yeah, but
I never
that-
seen Jumanji because Robin Williams in it. I'm not a big look. When I
that
was
was
little,
good.
I was a huge Mork and Mindy fan. When I was little, I had the toy, I had the egg and all.
Hold on. Do you guys know you used to have like your own conversation going on?
No, I thought we were just talking.
No, he kept talking.
Ah,
Nanu.
yeah. I was a huge Mork and Mindy fan when I was little. Had the toy and all. But other than that,
Oh, yeah, the toy. Remember the more?
Yeah, I had it.
The little egg.
Mrs. Doubtfire,
It was in a-
suck my dick. It really sucks.
If you're such a huge fan, where did Mork and Mindy come from?
Nanu.
Shazbot.
I don't remember.
Happy Days.
Oh,
Came from Happy Days. It was a
Mork.
spinoff.
Mork
From
came
Orc.
Oh,
They had
you
the
talking about where
thumb
the
versus
show? I
the
thought you meant what.
finger.
I thought you were talking about
The
a
thumb
planet or
versus the
something. you were asking.
finger is one of the greatest.
But he's
I thought you were
TV
asking
fight
from a
scenes
planet.
of all
Right,
time.
he's from Orc.
Right. No, I mean, what
Mork
show
from
did he come
Orc.
from? I knew you wouldn't get it. It's just I just wanted to be.
Yeah, I know. I was fucking with my Mizine.
All right.
Anyway,
Alan's next is George Carlin. You can't.
Yeah.
He's another game-changing
Right.
person.
George is up
The
there.
mentality of shit.
George is great.
Yep.
Rodney.
Yeah.
That's my man.
That's one of my favorite old times, too.
Machine gun jokes.
And some people might say like Rickles, but I think like
Oh, see, I forgot it was.
But
yeah.
Rickles
was funny.
Yeah,
Right,
Rickles.
Rickles, but I'm going to take Rodney over Rickles.
Yeah. And Red Fox.
Oh,
Red Fox is stand up. I used to have I had a stand up on 8-track.
What? You old ass
still got it?
motherfucker.
I might.
yeah. You know what? I'm gonna buy some vinyl comedy. That's a good idea. That'd be cool to listen to. Just sit back and listen to comedy on vinyl.
I got a couple.
I don't have any.
I used to have Bill
got-
Cosby on con.
Well, I got listen
got Bill
at work.
Cosby.
At work, I put on Spotify and just
cool.
listen to comedy all day on that. But I think it would sound better on vinyl. You hear that little crackle?
I got a Richard Pryor.
You got a Richard Pryor album?
Which one?
I forget.
Was it yours?
No.
Nah, my boy Chunky just gave them to me.
Holla.
All right. Anthony, Big Berm,
Burn.
respectable list.
Let's hear it.
George Carlin.
Nice.
Oh, he put gorgeous Carlin.
Yeah, typo.
Big Berm just came
I
out of
didn't
the
bust
closet.
Yeah, I didn't bust his balls about it, but
Gorgeous Carlin.
Gorgeous George.
Robin Williams. Richard Pryor.
Pryor.
Dave Chappelle.
Ooh, I forgot about Spill.
Eddie Murphy. Rodney Dangerfield. Andrew Dice Clay.
Oh, the Dice Man. Oh.
you know what though?
Dickory, dickory, dock.
Say something about Dice.
I dare you.
Say something about Dice.
Go ahead. Say it.
Bitch.
He's not Mount Rushmore. He's
Oh,
not
you're
Mount
fucking out of your mind,
He's
dude.
the first
Dude, can we put a black box over his head?
arena comic.
Yeah, sold out arenas
The first.
like
arena
where
comic.
Aerosmith would play.
There's probably less
Sold
than
out.
10 that have done that in the 30-something years since he did that.
First one.
Selling out arenas.
First one.
Madison Square Garden is like 20.
There's nothing you can say that's going to justify not putting him on the Rushmore.
Once.
We're not putting Andrew Dice Clay on the Mount.
He's on there.
on the Crumb show.
He's on. You got to vote
Mount
it.
Rushmore.
All right, hold on. This is all I got to say
But now
about.
you got to leave 3 other people off.
Hold on.
Forget about it.
This is what I got to say about that. Hickory dickory dock. Chris can suck my cock.
Oh.
He don't have to be on your Mount Rushmore.
Mine is the definitive Mount Rushmore, is what we're getting at. So that's why he can't be on it, because everybody can have their nice little Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
Mine is the.
Out of 4, you got to put them. You're putting them on there. Out of 4 comedians.
Yeah, what are we
Supposed to be
doing?
4.
Right.
On my own
On
personal
your own
one.
personal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dice.
I got
is
on mine,
there.
too.
He's my personal one. Maybe. I don't know. I have a bunch
No
of names rolling
dice.
around in my head.
No
dice.
dice.
All right.
Nah, that's good. No dice. No
Let me know when
Nah,
he
I
puts
Dice is
this on
on.
Facebook
Dice.
so we can put
Dice Rodney. They're
disclaimers.
2.
Oh, I love
And
Dice.
he's the
He's
one
not
that
Mount
did it.
Rushmore.
I can't wait to hear your corny ass
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore. All right. Mr. Deshaun.
Beans.
Richard Pryor. He's got a long ass list
Yeah,
here.
we're not
too.
doing that.
Pryor, Chappelle, Murphy, Lenny Bruce, Game Changer. Definitely would deserve a spot
Yeah,
on there.
absolutely.
But nobody knows who he is.
True. Carlin, Gregory, Dick Gregory, People know him more from weight loss. Cosby, people know him more from rape. Tony Roberts, he's not that well known.
Wait,
to the
he has a big
regular
list.
People.
He always
Sam
does.
Kinison, great.
I'm looking at the wrong list.
But I would put Dice above Kinnison.
Right. Dice, Robin Harris, Bernie Mac, John.
Robin Harris, man. How funny was Robin Harris, dude?
great.
That's when somebody said Robin earlier. I thought that's who we were talking about.
Right. Bernie Mac, great.
Yeah.
Jonathan Winters.
I don't know, John.
He said Jonathan Winters.
Yeah, he was great. He was funny as shit. He was the he
What
was
year are we
actually
talking?
on Mork. He was 70s, 60s. He was on Mork and Mindy. He was Mork's fat brother from Mork. He's like lived in the egg or some shit. Did a lot of voices.
Mm-hmm.
Rickles, Dangerfield, and Robin Williams.
Like Robin Williams is going to be a popular choice,
Yeah, well, he ain't on my fucking
Yeah,
Mount.
ain't on
but
my
he's not
fucking
going
list.
on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Wasn't he jerking off when he died? Did this?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I like to think he is when I'm jerking off, thinking about Robin Williams jerking off, hanging himself.
Are you picturing Mrs. Doubtfire? Or
Hello. I'm dressed like Mrs. Doubtfire.
Sick fucks.
Hello.
I still don't understand how you could. How can you beat off when you're getting choked though?
But he didn't. That's not what he just. He didn't do that. He just killed himself.
No, I think he did do that.
No,
Tim, the guy from Soundgarden, right?
No, come on, man.
that's Chris
Change
Cornell.
the subject.
Yeah, let's
He
not
did
talk
that,
about
too.
that. We talked about this before. We
What,
don't
people
want
dying from jerking off?
to- Yeah, it's not.
I don't remember that conversation.
We'll show you how to do it after the
That's
show.
been beat to death. Get that.
I just don't
lemon.
understand how you
Get the
fucking
lemon.
do that.
All right.
I don't
With one
either. I don't
hand.
have no idea.
Matt Giovinco.
Man,
Hey, Matt.
Chappelle definitely on there. Definitely.
So I'm
Well,
saying.
maybe, depending on how Chris feels when he
Yeah.
wakes up tomorrow. Joe Rumsey.
That's my boy from my job.
Okay, his work anniversary was 7 days ago.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Rumsey.
Hey, man.
I'm sorry you've been stuck with this asshole for fucking
Yeah,
a
I feel
year.
bad for you.
His works in a different building, so
Thank God.
the heavens.
I wish
he'd be out of a job.
I wish we recorded this podcast in a different building than you.
Yeah. me too.
His list is Dice, Sam K,
Ooh,
Yes.
very respectable so far.
Dennis L,
Leary.
Dave C. Man, you're on a very personal list with these fellas. Sam, Dennis, and Dave.
well, Dennis Leary.
I don't know.
Louis C.K. says he stole his asshole routine from him. He said he did an asshole thing, and then Dennis Leary came up and he's like, "Oh, can I use that?" He's like, "You're gonna be an asshole this and an asshole this, and we're gonna do an asshole." He was like, and he just stole his whole shit, right? But he asked, I guess, didn't get
Right.
permission. He just asked.
Not a big
Okay.
fan. His first two were great.
Yeah, Judgment Night was a great movie.
Okay, that was a good one. Joe Rumsey.
We did a fart board. Just saying. How nice would that be to have a fart board or some kind of soundboard?
We have a soundboard.
Do we have a fart on there?
Crumb bum.
Do we have a fart?
If we wanted
No, but this is a classy fucking joint.
Yeah, we don't do that here.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
All right,
All right, who's
moving up next. Local legend, comic Jeremy Hubsher.
Jeremy.
Shout out Jeremy.
His comment was, Patrice and Jim Norton are my 1AB. Dave Chappelle, Dave Attell. I can't think of 4 funny female comics I like, so I'll just mention the funniest female. Oh, we already said that. Miss Pat. Miss Pat is one funny bitch. But that is a solid 4 right there. Patrice, Norton.
Yeah, I mean, I just
Tell,
don't think
tell.
Patrice was around long enough to be on the Mount Rushmore. I mean, he's great. I love Patrice.
Chris
don't get
was
me wrong.
around for a long time. He just unfortunately.
Yeah, it wasn't that long though.
Well,
Maybe 10, maybe 15.
all
Not more
right.
than 15, I don't think.
Well, look at the impact he made. People.
No, absolutely. He's great, dude. But I don't think he's.
him. He actually makes me laugh.
Yeah, dude, piss my
hard
pants
to
laugh.
do that.
But I can't put him on the Mount Rushmore.
What's he been dead for 15 years? When shit happens, people still say, "I wish."
I think it was
Patrice
13
here."
he died.
People still say, "I wish Patrice was here to comment on."
Yeah.
This.
I heard he was pretty mean though.
Yeah, he would have made your fucking ass cry.
Probably. I'm sensitive. Sensitive boy.
All right, where are we going next? Paul James,
PJ from the Stoop Life podcast.
Stoop Life, out in them streets.
Whoop whoop.
Pryor, Bernie, Chappelle, Eddie, Dice.
Very, very respectable.
Yeah, but that's 5.
Well, he thought we were.
I don't
going to
care.
basketball.
I told you mine's going to have 35 people in it. That's a fucking respectable list there.
Not really, since we've already discussed that.
No,
4
you
fucking
discussed that.
names.
That's fine. Good job. What's his name?
PJ.
PJ.
Peach. We
Or
call
Paul
him
James.
Peach.
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 Very respectable.
John Keegan,
Eggs.
Do we know him?
Carlin, Pryor, Kinnison, Rickles.
Damn, that's good. That's fire,
Okay,
man.
John Keegan's the Norristown guy.
Man, cool the
Killer,
screen
yeah.
off. That's on fire. That's a great list. No? Nobody?
Yeah, it was a great list. Pete Marion,
Pete. Big Pete.
What? That sounds familiar. Pete Marion.
Patrice, Burr. I'm surprised Burr isn't on more.
Yeah, I can't, but that's the first time we heard him.
That's because
Patrice,
he's too new.
Burr,
No. He's been doing comedy for like 30 years.
Too new
Murphy,
to us.
Pryor, Carlin.
Very respectable.
Solid list.
Because Bill Burr, the first time we really seen him was on the Chappelle show in the where they were like
Yeah,
trading
20
off-
years ago.
trading off like I'll trade you Tiger Woods for
Yeah,
whatever.
like 20 some years ago.
Yeah, but that's not long. That's not. Doesn't have enough longevity for me.
We were
to
just
be
talking
on
about
the fucking
Patrice.
list. Yeah, but I didn't say he's going on the Mount Rushmore either.
No. All right, go fuck yourself. Let's go. Who's next?
Jake,
Boom. Jokes, folks.
Jake Bonner,
Bon.
Norm,
That's my father-in-law, Jake Bonner.
Oh, is it? Jake the Snake.
what kind of dogs he got?
Maybe it's not him.
Whatever. He said
whatever.
Norm, and that's a great one.
Norman's great.
Norm is great.
Norm's great. Can't knock that. We already went through the women. Alan Knox, Dave Martin, Eddie Richard. That sounds like one person from down south. Dave Martin, Eddie Richard, you get your ass over here.
Dave Martin.
Dave
Oh, these people are going like they're homies with these people.
Martin,
Say their fucking names.
Lawrence,
Dave Chappelle, Martin,
Eddie.
Lawrence.
Murphy,
God,
Richard.
they act like they hung out with these fucking people. Oh, it's my boy Shut.
Who you think's Richard?
Chappelle. You know Chappelle. Shut.
Who do you think he means by Richard?
Pryor.
Pryor. Duh. So stupid. All right. Now you put that up again. So let's look at the other 8.
That's the whole list.
That was the 8 on 16 on the first list, and Chris keeps putting it out.
Because I put it out and then I put it out again to get more.
Yeah, you did. Hey,
I put out.
That's what he
All
said.
right. Don Eaton,
Done.
Jim Gaffigan.
I love Jim Gaffigan,
He's
man.
great.
Clean.
Kevin Hart.
I'm tired of him, man.
Not going.
Yeah, I'm tired of Kevin Hart. Funny, but I'm just tired of him. He got old quick.
Too new.
Chappelle and Cat Williams.
Cat Williams. First time we heard him too, man. It's pretty good.
Cat
list.
Williams is a
I love Cat Williams.
funny
Yeah.
dude. Not going up there.
Look, he's good. Who's next?
John Paul Leffler.
Leffler.
JP.
Yeah, Paul.
Rodney. Chappelle. Ralphie May.
Ooh,
Red Fox.
that's a good
Shout out
list.
Paul. Good list.
First time Ralphie May made a list.
David Beaver.
Beef.
Miss Pat. And
Miss Pat.
Dave Chappelle.
Respectable.
Right? Miss Pat's great, dude.
Yeah, fucking love her,
enough.
dude.
I can't
She's
say
fucking
enough.
great. She's just funny. When you just, even when she's not doing stand up, like if she's on somebody's podcast, just
Yeah.
talk. She's fucking hilarious, dude.
I think we talked about her on like our first or second episode.
Did we?
Michael Bucci.
Booch, 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 booch.
Richard Pryor. Rodney Dangerfield. Robin Williams. And Sam Kinison.
Yeah.
A little bit of dramatic pause.
Oh!
I'm actually shocked how
Yo.
much Robin Williams making the list so many times.
He's always going to hang on everybody's list.
I feel so bad.
Always going to be that fourth spot.
I feel so bad for my poor sweet mother.
What happened?
When Back to School came out,
Rest in peace.
rest in peace,
Love that movie.
a huge Rodney Dangerfield fan.
Yeah.
That shit came out at the movies. I went and saw it, or however I saw it. Remember the scene when
Triple Indy.
Sam Kinison was screaming in Rodney Dangerfield's face and the other guy's face.
When you're out with the rice patty. Yeah.
Imagine 12-year-old Jesse, fucking black hair, all my eyes, just screaming in my mom's face. And my dad.
Well, you did that?
Like crazy, dude.
You didn't get a chop?
No, it's bigger than everybody.
I still say if I can get the situation, like like they say, oh, I have class. Well, call me when you don't have any class. That's class is mine.
Yeah. Didn't he say that to the teacher, the English lady?
Yeah.
Yeah. That fucking movie is great, dude.
All right, we just
Great.
did Pooch. All right, now we have a problem here.
Uh-oh.
This guy, Alan Knox, is harassing us.
He's on the list again?
Alan.
He's got 3 more goddamn lists up.
No, you only get one turn. Come
And
on.
they're all
we have to
good
explain the
lists.
rules. We learned this in kindergarten. You
They're
get
all good
one
lists
turn.
though, dude, because we watch
But you get one turn.
a
dude.
lot of comedians.
One turn. I don't think we can say a second list. We're going to say it. Now I want to know now. But next time, Alan, we can't say your list.
Mitch
Hedberg,
Hedberg, Greg,
Geraldo,
Geraldo's killer, man.
he is, Ralphie,
May.
and Patrice.
Patrice who?
Ross, Attell, Hinchcliffe, Rickles,
Who's that?
He's gonna put Tony Hinchcliffe in.
Seinfeld, Burr, CK, Rock.
Who's
Now at
listening?
this point, you're just naming every comedian.
Yeah, that's
you like.
like, come on.
Who's that?
What are we
Alan
doing
Knox?
here?
All right, and the last one from a regular commenter.
Beast.
Bees. Don Rickles,
Nice.
George
Brian James
Carlin,
Platchek.
Richard Pryor, and Eddie Murphy. Good list there,
Can't
Bees.
argue with that list, man.
Good list, Bees.
Can't argue with that one.
Okay, now
Here's hot.
stay tuned to see what Chris puts up on what is his Mount Rushmore, which will be our official answer. But just know, he's the only one that picked it. No matter what we say here, don't give a shit. He's the one that's going to do it.
Yeah, it's
already done.
It's not backed by the Crumb Show.
I already got it done. It's done.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm sure it is.
All right, so that's that.
Just like Guns N' Roses and didn't make it, but whatever. We're not going to go back last week, but okay.
Did I allow the Grateful Dead under scrutiny? Did they go in there? Yeah, that was under scrutiny.
Game changers. Chris, with responsibility comes great power. You are tasked with creating the Mount Rushmore.
Right.
That doesn't mean your favorites.
No, I'm 100% criteria driven.
Yeah. So
I have a criteria of why I
the
picked these
Grateful
things.
Dead, they changed the game of rock and roll, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
They deserve to be.
They have a fucking cult following them.
Like technically, if we're making a comic Mount Rushmore, Lenny Bruce has to be the first one on there. Maybe Mark Twain and then Lenny Bruce.
Yeah, but I'm saying we're doing like stand-up comedy. This is like stand-up comedians, not like comedic actors like Will Ferrell.
Who's the comedic actor?
Well, you just you just or you just said Mark Twain.
He was like the
Mark
first.
Twain's an author.
He was like the first comic though, the first person.
Well,
to
no, Oscar Wilde.
Over here,
I
put
believe
funny
was.
shit.
The guy who wrote Tom Sawyer?
I think so.
Yeah.
He was a comic?
Well, no,
No,
he's
he
definitely
was funny.
Yeah, he was funny.
Oh.
Yeah. Why else would they call?
But I think Oscar Wilde was before him.
The Mark Twain Award.
No, he's not going up there. There's a criteria.
he should go up there.
Who are we talking about again?
He says a lot of words you
Who's
say
talking
too.
Mark Twain.
I'm fucking lost, dude.
So anyway, no, there's a definite criteria to the stand-up comedy of Mount Rushmore of stand-up comedians.
Not one person says Seinfeld.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
My brother,
Yeah,
or
did he?
Alan Knox.
yeah,
did.
probably Alan Knox.
I don't remember.
But you see, Seinfeld, like,
Seinfeld's on the Mount Rushmore.
no, he's not.
He's,
His show, he didn't write.
No Billy Crystal.
sweat my balls off.
No Billy Crystal.
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin.
There you go. Like
Nobody
that.
said Steve Martin.
Steve Martin's up there.
He's
up-
on the list.
He's on the list.
He's on the wall.
He's on the list. He's not on the fucking Mount Rushmore. You don't tell me who's.
I got 35 heads up there, dude. He's going up there. Just like if they kept doing the president one, right? There'd be like 15 presidents up there by now.
But they did 4.
That's
that's
because
we're
they don't do it anymore. That guy died who did it. Because it took
not
like
why they did.
it took him
That's
half
not
his
why
life
they
to
don't
fucking
do
do that.
That's not why they don't.
Why did they stop then?
Because we don't need more than.
Oh, they
4.
ran out of room probably.
We don't need more than 4. It gets convoluted.
I'm sure there's a guinea out there that can chisel your head on that.
Was it again you did it?
Who knows? Probably not.
Was
That's
it?
why
Wor-
took
was
them
it
so
somebody?
long.
Was it somebody chiseling stone? Then probably was.
I don't think there was much chiseling. I think it was a lot of dynamite.
No, there was some chiseling definitely.
You sure about that?
I mean, I'm sure there was dynamite, but I'm thinking it was a little bit of everything.
You think the aliens got chiseled?
Fucking laser beams.
Yeah, it's possible, dude. I mean, think about how because you can't get all that detail with dynamite. You're just gonna blow holes and shit.
Yeah, I know. I'm just busting your.
Engineers can strategically place explosives
And make a face out
to
of it,
create.
right? Yeah.
To create the proper surface area for the chisel.
They can get close.
I don't know.
No, they can get close.
They ran out of room. There's no more room for another head there, right? They'd have to go underneath probably.
No, because they only wanted 4
At that time, yeah.
No.
There's only
It's
4
kind of-
presidents
there
at that time.
Jesus.
I'm being sarcastic,
Right.
but you know what I mean.
No, there were.
How many presidents were
They
there?
wanted
What year
4.
was that?
They wanted 4
I don't know.
because it gets.
I think it was the 40s, right?
I don't know.
So are we talking? Am I going to give you my? Are you going to want my answer right now?
Yeah. Right the fuck now.
Yeah, let's hear
All
your
right.
fucking stupid answers.
So
Fucking
I'm
jerk
going to
Hold on. Do we want to go through ours before he says his?
go ahead.
Let him go.
Yeah, let's hear him so you don't have to cry when we say
Because
ours.
if we do ours, then he's going to
Yeah.
wind up going last, and then he'll argue with us that somebody ain't on there the whole time.
Yeah, so
and
go, you
then
fucking
wind
ninny.
up on his fucking list.
Like dice.
Yeah.
No dice. No, he's not going up there. George Carlin is 100% on. Dave Chappelle is 100% on. Joan Rivers is 100% on.
This is horrible.
And the 4th and final one is Rodney. Is going up there.
Man.
That's 5. Before.
Okay, what's George Washington's up there because he is the father of our country. The next guy's up there for something special. The next guy's up there for something. What's yours?
All these people have done groundbreaking work.
Go through 'em.
Joan Rivers, groundbreaking for women comedians, 100%. She first, right.
Okay.
Boom. Rodney. He
didn't make it till he was in his 40s.
But he also was able to go on like all the talk shows, but not talk shows, late night shows, killed it on Carson, broke out and brought other comedians up. He brought like Dice appeared, I think, on his show first.
Oh, I first heard of Dice.
On that Rodney's whatever.
Yeah,
I can't
and Jim
remember.
Carrey.
Yeah. But then he had his movie career.
Yeah.
You know, boom. He opened the door for a lot of people. Sam Kinison, I even think might have had something to do with
Yeah,
Rodney.
okay. These are all great things. Are they groundbreaking?
Groundbreaking.
All that.
I would think they were groundbreaking because
Okay.
not a lot of people were
Groundbreaking. He
able to-
said groundbreaking.
not a lot of before him. People would bring some people up, but he brought a lot of people.
He had
up.
the show. He had that Rodney.
Dude,
Dangerfield
I heard how-
show and the club, Dangerfields.
I heard how Dice came out, like, got started. Like, that story there alone makes him on my wall.
But also, it's like he created the no respect and all that stuff that's still said to
Yeah.
still said to this day.
Okay, so go ahead next. That's your basis for Rodney next.
So then we got George Carlin. George Carlin was groundbreaking too.
Aren't they all groundbreaking?
I'll tell you why he's groundbreaking because he was one of
saying
the
40
first.
years ago. He's right today. He was right the whole time.
But like
You're going about it all wrong.
he his comic albums, every single one were hilarious, and I don't think he was the first to do comedy albums, but I think his were like
No, he definitely was. They had comedy albums back in the fucking 30s and 40s.
Mom's Mabley and Pig
Right.
Meat Markham.
right. I'm sure he wasn't even close to the first, but I feel like his comedy albums were like, I feel like they were just a step above,
Ahead of their time.
Ahead of their time. There you
think
go.
so?
Thank you.
No Bill Cosby.
No, Bill Cosby. I'll tell you one great thing about Bill Cosby is he never did
Knows
the
how
same
to-
show twice. Never did the same show.
He knows how to put a broad to sleep.
Always did like a first show, second show, but totally different shows. Never repeated.
Because anybody was sleeping for the second show.
Yeah, really.
But Bill's not going up on the Mount Rushmore.
Who else you got?
So who did I say? I said Joan.
Joan
Oh,
Rivers.
Dave Chappelle. And Dave Chappelle obviously was not the first of any sort of. There's nothing like, I don't think he was groundbreaking as far as being a comedian, but the Chappelle Show, that was huge,
Monumental.
monumental, and his comedy specials. So he was able to transition between TV show, which
And
a lot
still
of people,
going.
a lot of people cannot do that. There's Dice for he went by Andrew Clay for a couple years.
Yeah.
Tried to clean up his act. They had a TV show.
Correct.
And-
At no point in time will you ever see Dave Chappelle for, $12 in a high school gym somewhere.
Nah.
Right. Like Dice was down here. But you know what? He's doing his thing. He doesn't.
When he had a TV show, his last TV show was great.
Yeah,
Dice.
but that was on
Oh, the
Showtime.
Showtime.
Yeah.
That was a good
That's
show.
awesome. Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, actually, the first time, one of his first appearances wasn't on Different Strokes.
He was.
Yeah, he was on
there.
Different Strokes. Yeah, he was. Googs. But you really don't
we
believe.
believe you.
But I'm just saying, Dave Chappelle was that show was.
I have to put
Groundbreaking.
Richard Pryor on there over somebody.
Because I want to put Eddie on there over, but I'm gonna put Eddie. If I was gonna put Eddie on there over any of them, I'd put it at Joan Rivers' spot. But I'm gonna keep
Joan
old
Rivers
Joan.
Was
I'm gonna
like
keep
you
old
said, she
Joan
was
up there.
groundbreaking and shit.
Yeah.
I don't think Rodney. I mean, Rodney is on my personal one, but I don't think he would deserve to be on the Mount Rushmore of comedy. He didn't do much like that. I don't
Yes,
even know
sir.
Joan Rivers because she was on TV and a female in a rough time. Yeah, she does deserve it, but
Well, who over Joan? Female wise.
well, then you're just picking.
I think you
one
guys
female.
you're thinking too much. You can't think female male. You're comics. Who cares if there's females and males?
Yeah.
You'll never.
I don't think you think female
then you're just
male
getting
either.
into
You don't
funny.
care.
No.
Female, male, whatever.
Well, then you're just getting into
23, baby.
who's the funniest, and
Yeah.
comedy is subjective.
I don't. But why? Well, then
But
what
it's
would?
your Mount Rushmore.
Well, he's putting out the Mount Rushmore for real. Like the shit's really going to be
Yeah,
climbed in a mountain.
but everybody knows his Mount Rushmore is bullshit, just like his rock one was bullshit. We're saying our Mount Rushmores.
Well, who's yours then?
Mine,
Boo.
We're saying ours.
well, it could, like mine's gonna have 35 people on there. That's why.
Pick your top four.
Name a couple.
Dice, Jerry,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Jerry Joe Pesci. I meant. I'll throw Ronnie on there, and I'll throw. Do I have to 4?
These are your favorites, or these are? Or do you
No,
actually
I mean I got like 100 favorites.
objection.
I have 100 favorites, and then like after I say my list, I'm gonna go back like, wow, there's like 10 more I could have said.
No, we're not talking about your favorites. We're talking about objective. You got to
Yeah,
think objectively.
I put them all up there.
Why are they there though? Why? What makes this guy better? Like, long story short, this whole thing,
guy you
this whole
explained it
fucking
17
Mount
times
Rushmore
tonight
shit
already.
started when me and Jared were sitting around, and we started pinning people against each other.
God.
We said, I think we talked about this, but it was like Bruce Springsteen versus John Cougar menstrual cramp. And we picked Bruce over him.
Yeah.
And then him over Bon Jovi.
Okay.
Because we had to pick. So in your brain, we're not going to sit here and do that. Who the fuck beats who?
You can't do that in your brain. There's
Four
a million
fucking
fucking
guys.
comics, dude.
You just have to arm wrestle. You want to add 5.
Yeah.
I get to use 2 arms now.
It can be your favorites. You don't have to go through this person did this person did
It's
that.
not fucking favorites. It's objective thinking.
Who did I say?
Think
so
a
far?
little bit.
I forgot what he said. Dice,
Dice, Rodney, Jerry.
Jerry, Joe Pesci.
Seinfeld, his stand-up.
Love Seinfeld.
Listen,
Seinfeld changed the world.
yeah, but Seinfeld's stand-up at the beginning of the shows, not one time have I ever even chuckled at that shit.
Doesn't matter. Look what he did.
His stand-up.
You just said, like, what did he do? Like, whatever.
He's like, that's comedic acting.
But you
he
did-
didn't even write half the shit. Larry David did. So no.
Man, you go back on your words so much, dude. And then I'm gonna say,
Well, hold on. Seinfeld is Mount Rushmore worthy.
definitely Mount Rushmore.
because
I don't care what
of
anybody
TV
says.
Shit. He had
No, it's comedic acting.
he.
Well, how do you think he
outdid
got that?
Comic.
How do you think he got that?
Yeah, but he wasn't funny.
Comic.
He's not funny to you.
You could say the same thing about Tim Allen.
Tim Allen
His
sucks
Tim Allen
dick.
show wasn't the same as Jerry.
Yeah.
Seinfeld.
The kids show.
Jerry Seinfeld's a billionaire because of that shit.
And you still watch his show today. I was just watching it at my mom's house before I came here.
Fucking Buzz Lightyear to the rescue.
Dude, Tim Allen? What are you talking about?
All right, Jerry, you got a Mount Rushmore list?
I'll go Richard Pryor,
I'm not to Bernie Mac. That's my fourth one.
Dave Chappelle, Joan Rivers,
Who's your first?
Richard Pryor.
Who's Pryor?
And that 4th one is hard.
Yeah, because there should be 35 people up there.
Because I'm leaving a shitload of people off.
That's exactly. Oh my God, you guys just gave me shit for that.
But I probably will go Martin.
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 Yeah, Martin. You
Again.
said it.
Martin or Shanae?
Martin.
I know you do love some Shanae.
You know what, though? Martin did have a couple good comedy specials, so it's
Yeah.
different.
Did he?
At Def Comedy Jam. He hosted that shit.
Yeah, he was the host of that.
He was killer on a bunch
Dude,
of shit.
you can
Funny
go on.
show,
We can talk about this for hours. Dude.
good acting.
You
movies.
forget about people. Like, I want to put Rickles
Seems
on my
like we
list now,
have.
too.
Jesus. Well, look, I'm gonna put when I lost my phone, so I don't.
You
have
already
one.
said your list. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
So-
Your turn, Jeff.
hey-o.
No, I'm gonna put it up on the thing.
Yeah.
the real list.
Yeah.
I
How are you
know.
going to do that without a phone?
The people want to hear.
Jesse, here,
Jeff.
put a list up so we can't do it.
Yeah, what's your list and what's your criteria for that?
My Mount Rushmore of comics will go to my fucking grave with me. Fuck you, Crumb. We'll see you next week.
Sayonara.